Welcome to another episode of Hoops and Healing, where we talk hoops and we talk healing. I am your host, Amanda Hoy. Sometimes these two topics will blend together, and sometimes they'll be treated as separate topics because sports are healing, and healing is a sport. Let's get into it. Take 3.
Is that take 3, really? Oh my God.
We're on take 3 already. I love it. Okay, I'm here with Alexandra Carrillo.
Hello.
She is the founder of Bythepolish, a nail artistry brand. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. Okay, so I usually like to start with some warm-up questions.
Okay.
How well do you know sports?
Yes, so I don't know much about sports, but I've played a lot of sports growing up.
Okay.
But do I know anything about stats? Mm-hmm. I barely know the name of like some players. You're lucky I know Michael Jordan. Like that's how
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating, but
yes. No, I love that. I love that because I do plan to have guests on that don't have a sports background, so you'll be my first guest without a sports background.
I love it.
And as I mentioned earlier, you run a nail brand and business, and I don't know a lot about nails, so it'll be a little bit of an educational crossover.
Yes.
You with nails, me with sports, so we're
Yes.
both going to learn something.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, so you said you did play growing up. Which sports did you play growing up, and which ones did you have a favorite or one where you were like, this is not for me?
Yeah. So I played everything from volleyball, badminton, like in intramurals. Yeah, we would get mega competitive.
Badminton's fun. Like, yeah, you can really get into it.
Yeah. Soccer, and then softball.
Okay.
So I played
Classics,
a variety.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Of sports.
I was thinking, I was like, I feel like badminton walks so pickleball could run or something, because I feel like no one really plays badminton for fun, but pickleball is like the whole craze.
I have to be honest, I've played pickleball. It's not my favorite.
I love pickleball.
Really?
I think it's fun. I think it's fun and a little bit more casual than other sports. So, yeah.
Okay, you haven't seen me play a sport, but once I play a sport, and I'm trying to change this, because I also think this is like something that I need to improve on a human level, but I get mega competitive because I have to win.
So you have the drive in there.
I have the drive,
a lot
for
of
sure.
athletes have
for sure.
that,
I mean,
yeah.
I was captain of my volleyball team.
Amazing.
And I was co-captain of my soccer team.
Okay.
So
I love it.
I can get pretty competitive. But
I can see it in you. Just in the couple hours we've been hanging out.
with the direction,
Yeah.
like you go here, you go here.
Well, but I love it though.
Well, honestly,
I like that.
I think that rooted from me playing soccer though. I was goalie. And
Okay.
you do have to tell your teammates, like, I have like a gap here and you need to come, like my defense is dry. Where is it? Like, you're not playing forward. You need to come back. So you have to
I
interact
love
with your
it.
your team like that. So I think that's where I got my sense of direction from.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
But which one did I like more? I liked all of them for different reasons. Volleyball, like I think I grew up playing volleyball.
Volleyball's really fun. I was always I was too short. Like I feel like there's the two positions in volleyball. There's setter and libero.
Yeah.
And then it's like when you're at the top of the net, I'm like jumping, but I'm like not clearing the net. So.
Yeah. I will say
Yeah.
blocking was not my strong suit, but I was a setter.
Okay.
Yeah. My
same.
sets were pretty high.
My sets were terrible, and that's why volleyball didn't work out for me. Because like they put me as the setter, because that's obviously all I could do, and I wasn't even that good at it. So yeah, it is what it is.
We should play though, because
Beach volleyball is fun.
Mega
I'm down.
fun.
Okay, before it gets too cold.
Perfect.
We should go. We can invite Kendra. Shout out to Kendra. She
Shout out to
connected us.
Kendra. That's right. We love
I told
you,
her.
Kendra.
I told her I was having you on, and she was like, "Oh, that's
Really?
so cool." All right, last warm-up question. If you had to pick favorite player or team, who would it be? What would it be? If you had to pick, because I know you don't follow it that much.
But I think my recent obsession has been Angel Reese. After doing my homework.
I love that. She's my favorite player right now too.
Of all the, because you gave me like 5 names, I think. You gave me 5 or 6 people.
Yeah. I think I even added to the list since then. So
Really? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That I was like, no, she's my girl. I just can tell that she's on her way, but she's on her way to also discovering herself. And if she's that girl now, she's going to be that woman later. You know what I mean? Like,
she's like 24 years old, and people like forget how young she is. Like, she just graduated college 2 years ago.
that's insane.
Like,
and already has a deal with Reebok.
Yes, she has a deal with Reebok. I mean, she's got deals with McDonald's. She's got deals with everybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, she's rich. She is rich.
She's getting the coin. We love her.
She has made more money than most WNBA players.
Is she
ever top? In general? But because it's also only year 2, I don't know if she's at the top. But I would say, like, if we're looking at in terms of ratios for how long she's been in the league, absolutely at the top.
Good for her.
Her and Caitlin Clark, for sure.
And that's why she's my girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also her style. I saw her in this, like, little Miu Miu set. It's like a tennis set.
She wears a lot of Prada. Yeah.
And I'm a Prada girl. And I was like, I love her.
She has some kind of partnership with Prada just because she wears them so much.
I love it.
Yeah.
Prada knows.
Yeah, I love when an athlete can have a branded personality off the court too.
Yes.
And her style, like, I would follow her just for her style, even if she wasn't an athlete.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like style icon. You could tell she's really passionate about fashion and style, and obviously she has a lot of money and she works with a whole ass team.
Right.
And she has stylists and stuff. But you could just tell, like, she's very into, like, nails. She's into hair. She's into clothing. So I love that about her. I think she's just amazing.
So right now she's my recent obsession.
Yeah. And
even
she's
her
6'4".
name, it really?
She's 6'4". So, like, when I think about
everything
that too,
is perfect.
Yeah.
Angel Reese, like, she was born to be a basketball star. Don't you think? Like, with that name?
I think so. Yeah. She's got the name. She's got the look. She's from Maryland. Baltimore.
Yeah.
Or like a suburb outside of Baltimore. But yeah, I like the nickname, or some people will say, like, she's the Angel of Chicago. Because she's also our best player right now too.
Oh,
so
is
like
she?
we literally need her. We need her.
Break a leg, but not literally.
Yeah. We just got eliminated from playoffs too.
Oh, that's sad.
Sad. It's all right though.
Was it because of Angel Reese? Or did she
she was injured a big chunk of the later half of the season. So we were missing her. We're also missing our point guard. So yeah, injuries had us down for sure. It's also just the league is getting really, really competitive, and some of the other teams are just really good right now. And Chicago is unfortunately not. But we got Angel, so I just focus on that. We got Angel.
Do you think eventually? Do you think she's going to be the female Michael Jordan and stay with Sky, or do you see her switching it up and going to another city?
I love that you just dropped that take, because that is a very hot take.
Oh, really?
Especially, like, from someone who's, like, outside of the sports world. But yeah, I don't know if I could say Angel is the next Michael Jordan. I just because their trajectories of their careers are very different, but they are both based in Chicago. They're both big names. Jordan was signed with Nike, though, and that's how, like, built all of the shoes and everything. I feel like Angel is almost in her own lane. Okay. I don't know if I could compare her to Jordan, but yeah. But I do love that take. If I were to, like, clip that and put that on social media,
would that go crazy?
Yes, but it might not be in the best way, because you know, like, sports fans could be, like, especially male sports fans could be, like, very cutthroat.
Well, can we actually dive into that though? I think that kind of blends in.
Absolutely.
While doing my research on players that love nail art. So again, I'm a nail artist. I do nails. I did Amanda's nails for this podcast.
We'll show a close-up of them.
Yes. I found it so fascinating that males who wear nail polish get so much negative feedback based on that. When honestly, a lot of these players view it as, like, a statement.
Yeah.
Purely a statement of either style, personality, how they're feeling that day.
Exactly.
And I'm like, it's just another piece of the wardrobe for me. Nails are not necessarily... It's exactly.
Art. Yeah.
It's 10 canvases that you can utilize as a statement. I don't think it's necessarily a statement of what gender are you, therefore you get to wear a statement on your nails. It's like, no, a general statement to do whatever you want with them.
It's really simple, and I feel like people just complicate it for no reason.
Exactly.
But yeah, I love what you said about how it's like, it's really just a part of their personality and style, like their personal style. And we'll get into some of the men in sports that do wear it and kind of show their different styles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like just because of the backlash and I guess the gender norms, it is like a bigger, bolder statement for the men to do it too. Like they kind of in the back of their head have to know, like, I'm a professional athlete wearing nail polish. This is gonna start a conversation, whether it's good or bad. I'm sure there is some positive feedback as well, of course, but yeah, it's very interesting. But I think that, and it's so new too, like only in the last couple of years. So I feel like when I would be interested to know, like, when they decided to do it, like what made them want to do it. And obviously, like, as we progress, kind of more men doing it makes sense, right? Because there's just less pressure. And I think with like younger generations, Gen Z, people just don't care as much as they used to, right? Even though there still is backlash now. It's not like they did this in the 80s. They would be like literally blacklisted from the league. So it's like they can do it, get some internet backlash, but then still play.
Correct. Yeah. And I mean, listen, fashion is expanding to so many other boundaries that, actually it's going beyond the boundaries that have already been set by the fashion world. I think nail art is becoming a part of the fashion scene.
Yes.
Like it completes the look. And I feel that for female players and for male players, especially if they have contracts with like the Louis Vuittons and they're in Louis top to bottom, they're gonna have to have a cool manicure to pull it off, baby. Like, get with the program. Things are moving. Like, if you are an icon in whatever industry, you are now expected to look a certain way, and that is at a high level. Like, express yourself truly. Like, who are you?
And at the very least, like, have it all cleaned up. Like, you can get a manicure and you don't necessarily need like a bright color.
And that's another thing as well. Yeah.
Right. You can get like a clear,
good, pampered, groomed nail.
Right. And like moisturize the hand, you know?
Exactly.
Like, don't walk around with crusty fingers.
No.
Even if you're like a man, like, I don't care.
Exactly.
Right. You're in front of the cameras, like you're
Let's just say you did the most iconic play and they do a close up of your nails and it's like the Sahara Desert.
Exactly.
Ruined. Your moment is ruined.
Your publicist should be all over that. Okay, so
I'm excited to see what pictures you picked.
Yeah. I tried to like, obviously I had a whole lot and then I was like, okay, well, we don't have all day. So I did, I scaled it down to the ones that I thought were the best. And then, these are some of the names we can reference.
Perfect. Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah, so we're going to go through, look at some. So some of these are pictures of actual athletes and some of them are just nails inspired by the sport,
love,
or a team. So they're really like
that.
Fans.
Okay.
Yeah. But people who do their nails pretty regularly, pretty fancy, like would be Angel Reese, who we talked about.
Yes.
Dejanay Carrington. Are you going to say something?
Well, I was going to say that Angel Reese, her nail artist, Jamie Nails.
Ooh.
I respect people who tag their nail techs.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who don't. Yeah. And
anyone who's doing a service for you, I feel like.
Yeah. I love promoting.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a no-brainer for me.
Exactly.
But I think that's also because, like, we expect it.
Yeah. And we're kind of in the industry.
Yeah.
Of
content creators.
Creators.
Yeah.
But, Jamie Nails is her nail tech. And I love how she does a lot of 3D pieces on her nails, which I respect as someone who is in the sports world and they have to be in contact with others. Like, having 3D decals on your nails is brave.
So the first one, so this is the one I sent you as inspiration for mine, and it's pretty close. Obviously you put your unique twist on it.
Yes.
But this is a fan of New York Liberty. So what do we think about these?
I love the arch, the fire torch.
That's the logo, the team logo.
Yeah, that's sick.
Of the Liberty, Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I kind of mimicked that play here.
I didn't even notice
that.
You
didn't?
That's amazing. See, I'm still learning all the details, girl. We got to go one by one.
I guess
because that's amazing.
Yeah, so
but it's subtle. It's
subtle. I wanted something subtle. Mm-hmm. And then here, too, I did the close-up of the white turning into that.
Yes, I like how you put your unique twist on it. You didn't just do this, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I really focused my time on Ellie.
And I like that it's like orange, blue, orange, orange. Like there's no pattern.
No.
I like that.
But I really respect that. That's very, very clean.
Yes.
I did get inspiration from the basketball.
That's just great though. It almost looks like rain.
I was gonna say it looked like rain. It looked like a sweaty ball.
Hey, that's authentic. That's realistic because when you play basketball, you get sweaty.
True, I do have hyperhidrosis, so I guess that triggered me.
So you get extra sweaty.
It triggered me. No, but I love it, and I love.
I like just feeling the details, the 3D details.
I
like
will
you were
say,
saying.
doesn't it feel kind of therapeutic?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see myself like at work, just like
Yeah.
casually.
Whenever you get your nails done, and you're like, or even when you're typing and you're just like looking at them.
I know. Even when I'm touching stuff, I'm like, it feels different.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a different person now. Also, people who like know me know I don't really get my nails done, so they're gonna be like, "Whoa."
This is like your Sasha.
Yeah.
You need like Amanda needs an alter ego.
Ooh.
With the nails on.
Okay.
But this was a great picture for inspiration, and I do love the look.
Yeah.
I just knew that I wanted to execute something with my take on it. So
Yes.
when people send me inspo photos, I don't always like to be so on the nose with my references. I think it's fun. I think it is a different way of doing like an homage to the sports team or to the theme that's being given to me. And it allows me to also be creative of how I want to interpret this.
Yeah. When I work with creatives, I think I forgot to tell you this, but I am always like, I want you to have creative freedom. Like, I don't want to like give you something and then you copy paste. Like, I'm always like, please put your creative freedom on that, because I think that's the whole point of working with someone creative. It's to give them like their freedom, right?
Exactly.
They don't just like lock them down. I know sometimes there are situations where it's like, okay, someone really wants something specific and like stick to that. I get that from time to time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the whole point. It's inspo, but it's not the final product.
Exactly. It can morph into something completely different.
Yeah, but no,
But
this
still
was like
ring two.
and you get the general idea of like what I was looking for too.
Perfect.
It's not like there's no like surprise.
Right,
Like,
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It would have been crazy if I would have like put some pink element to this when like
Right.
pink
If you
is
like
not even
steered
part
too
of that.
off
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so this is another one. This is a really simple, I think these are real nails, and this is just the team name, the Minnesota Lynx.
Okay, I was going to say
the WNBA team.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one's really simple.
I love the font. It's very clean. Are those the colors? The actual colors?
So kind of. Actually, no. Minnesota Lynx, they're like black and green.
Okay.
So I don't know why they went with blue, but they just put their own twist on it.
They put their own twist. We love it. Wow, I feel so critical. I am a critical person.
It's okay. I mean, some of these are going to be a little bit more simple, and I would say that's actually probably the most simple one.
Okay.
We're going to get more intricate.
Okay, perfect.
But that's also like even like someone like me who doesn't really do crazy nails.
Exactly.
That might be something where like, okay, I can leave this on for 2 weeks because it's like practical.
Yes.
But yeah, this is a little bit more a simple one. Okay, so there's this one.
Is sick. I love this.
I just
is this
noticed the Nike nail. I just noticed that because you included a Nike swoosh on mine.
I did.
Which is amazing.
Do you see this?
On the jersey too.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Thank you. I will say I love this type of nail art in which someone can play with a logo but incorporate it as if it were on the ball. I think of my nail looks too as marketing campaigns. I actually think that you would appreciate this because of your background. Like when I'm working for a photo shoot or a fashion show, I need to ensure that my nails are part of the vision and they support the vision, not take away or bring it down. I feel like for this literally captures a whole world of like sports in her own way by using pastels, by using gold, and then like the Nike swoosh. It just, I don't know. It's giving me
this is a good Nike advertisement.
Exactly, for like a spring campaign or something.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like if an athlete was sponsored by Nike, or if this is just like a Nike photo shoot, like to have those added details.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
It's clean. The length is perfect.
It is like, this is like a billboard on your nails kind of thing.
Yeah.
I like that take. That's a really interesting take because, you know, when you do have nails done and they are unique or more bold, people are going to notice them and they're going to say something. And that's the whole point of marketing, is to get in front of people's eyes and to get them talking.
Amazing. Lakers, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Lakers, Kobe specifically. These are his 2 different numbers
I
that he
love.
wore.
First of all, that yellow, I need that ASAP in my collection. That's an amazing
because this is a little simple, but it's still bold.
Yes.
Like, but it gives the point across of like Kobe, Lakers, but yet it's so simple. So I can appreciate a simple design that still catches your eye.
And a simple design, when executed perfectly, like literally her numbers are so clean. Like, that looks like a font to me.
Yeah.
It's French kiss for me.
I love this.
And I also think that as a nail tech, it's important to know when a color just like pops. Like, she could have picked another shade of yellow that would have completely ruined this.
Right. Like a lighter, like this is a very...
It's
it is
like
also
mustardy,
like,
no?
It is matched like the actual like Lakers color. Like if we were to ask the marketing team like what font, or like, sorry, what color you use, like the actual number.
Is it this one, really?
It probably would be pretty close, because like if we were to look up a Laker jersey, like it is this kind of yellow. Like it's like I would never want to wear, like I can't wear this kind of yellow because it just wouldn't look good on my skin tone. But for nails, I feel like it's fine.
Yeah. No, this one I love. And it's simple. I like how it's in the ring finger for both hands.
Ooh, see, that's another detail like I don't necessarily catch as someone who's not super into nails.
Really? Okay.
Is that the one you would pick?
I actually would have executed this the same, I think. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Or maybe even thumbs. I really like focusing on the thumbs and giving the thumbs the
because
better.
They're also wider, right?
Wider, but you see that the most. Like, you're going to text and stuff. And I want you to appreciate it while you're texting.
That is like going above and beyond in terms of like customer service.
Really?
Like I'm thinking about you when you're doom scrolling.
No, I literally am thinking about that with my clients.
Hours we spend doom scrolling. So now every time I could see Ellie, and it just like sparks joy.
It's safe.
Like dopamine release.
See? By the polish.
By the polish. I love it.
But yeah, I do like the placement of the numbers and the color scheme.
Yeah. I think this is, it's just such a fun way to like express your love for sports, express yourself, and then like, you know, when you have favorite players too. It's such like, and obviously people wear shirts and jerseys. That would probably be the most classic way people show support. But to do it with nails, I think it's such a fun and unique way.
Wait, you actually just touch on something like, I remember having like Spirit Week or going to like a local like game, like high school game or whatever, and I didn't have a jersey, or like let's say my blue shirt was dirty and that was the only shirt that I could wear to the game because that was their color. I would paint my nails blue. Like, it has always been that like source, or that, I guess that source of inspiration for me, like, to express myself.
Yeah.
When I didn't have something else that could support that sense of expression, if that makes sense.
I think it's a really fun way. Like, maybe you don't have a jersey, or you don't want to wear, maybe you're not a jersey person.
Exactly.
But you do like getting your nails done.
There you go. And I will say her cuticle work on this is insane.
Do this one in here.
Oh my God, Ellie!
There she is, looking cute as ever.
She's sponsored by Essie.
Yes, so I was gonna say she's sponsored by Essie. Like, what mascot is being? She's sponsored by a lot of different brands.
I loved her because of this journey they were on. But I love her now. You don't like.
Like, you're about to have her up on your wall as well. But
I want her with a little Essie bottle. Essie, please come out with like a.
Or like I could just get this printed and frame it for you.
Do you think she could definitely have a collaboration with Essie?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like this, they specifically chose this color, like the closest to like, I think the Liberty color.
I love it.
Like, she also, like, what mascot has nails?
Wait, I'm sorry.
No mascot has nails. Like, she is killing it.
Wait, I want to paint her nails.
Lane. Let's manifest it. Let's manifest it. Imagine. A collaboration with Bythepolish.
Oh my God,
we'll go to New York.
The first mascot ever to have a nail tech.
Ooh, I love it. She's the first mascot ever to have a stylist, a designer.
She's an icon. I love her.
Icon.
No, Essie, you need to come out with a gray in her honor, a pink. So is pink also part of her?
She wears
color?
like, I mean, she wears whatever, but I mean, she mostly sticks to the New York Liberty colors. But no, she does branch out. So like, you may or may not know this, but they do like tunnel walks before games. NBA players do it too. But basically, like they'll put on like a full fashion fit when they show up to the game, and then there's cameras and taking pictures, and then obviously after that, then they change into their uniform. So Ellie does the same thing as the players. She'll show up in like a full fit, and so she'll wear different colors then. Like she might wear pink, she might wear like a jean crop top situation. Who knows? We have to look at more of her fits.
I love her little earring too.
And then when the game comes, she puts on her Liberty color like uniform situation.
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah. And the nails are new, by the way. She didn't always have these. Because she's a mascot, right? They don't typically have nails. They incorporated it in.
If she got slim, it was so the nails could fit into the image.
She slimmed down. They gave her nails. Like Ellie got...
Wait, is this the summer I turned pretty for Ellie?
Kind of. I mean, she was always pretty, but she got prettier, right? Because the nails are new. Like, I think when she got the brand deal, or whenever the brand reached out, whatever. I don't know the exact details, obviously.
Okay.
But I just know she did not always have the nails. So the nails are new. She's like, body's tea.
Body is giving, I need this picture in my life.
Her face also changed.
Really?
No one has talked about it, but in the back of my head, I've always kind of wanted to address. I've always kind of wanted to address it. Her face has changed multiple times.
Wait, can we actually see? I'm sure we can find like a transition.
Yeah, I'll show you like the old, like when she first
OG.
was born. You'll see the big difference, and then you can slowly see how it's like, oh, she got money now.
We love that for her. Wait, she is my one and only now. Like, I don't think I can cheat on her and do the lion one.
Well, it feels so bad just because it's like we're in Chicago. Like, we need to be like supportive of Chicago. But I'm also sorry. I love Ellie. I just love Ellie. I can't not love her.
You can't forget her just because she's an elephant, first of all. Like, she represents like everything. She embodies being remembered.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like when she's around, like she has aura. Like you're looking at her. Like even during the game, sometimes I'll be like watching the game, but then I'm also like, where's Ellie? Where's Ellie?
You're scouting her in the back.
I'm scouting her. I'm watching her because she's like always dancing. First of all, she's dancing like almost 24/7. So whoever's in there is very fit because that's like hours and hours of dancing. And she's an entertaining dancer.
Have like a little fan in there. They have to like revamp that.
I always do wonder because I'm like, it must get hot. So I do think they have to incorporate something from there to make it breathable and like as comfortable as you can be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to Iron Man that and like put like a fan in there. Oh, this is very nice. So I can tell you what technique they used on this. They used a stamping technique.
Okay.
So they are plates, kind of like when you do a print. Like this was a print. You put nail polish over the plate.
Like a stencil?
A stencil, kind of.
Okay.
Then you scrape the excess of the nail polish. Then you use a stamper. And you have to be very precise with this. And you like lightly pick up the image that you're trying to copy, and then you press it on your nail. So it looks like she might have not used a stencil or a stamp for this
one, but the middle finger.
Exactly. But I think for the players the basketball,
those are giving stencil. You can kind of tell by the shape when you look closely. But wow, that seems like so hard because it's like you can't mess it up. You have like one shot to get it on.
It's actually very hard.
Yeah. I would be like.
I only spent,
like surgery.
No, honestly, I spent like a month in the world of stamping because there was a time during COVID where I would get to review like plates for a brand, and I was like, wait, no offense, this is way harder than freestyling something. Like, but it's talent. You have to be so delicate with the way that you literally even just put the stamper over,
too hard
because then it will bleed.
Yeah.
So for the girls who can do it, for the people that can do it, kudos, because I could never.
Yeah, it's probably like very difficult at first and like a lot of reps. Because I'm sure if you're doing it and you stick with it, eventually it'll get better. Yeah. But Yeah, I do think it's like it's so much more work than people think. So we have to give our flowers.
Yes, I think this is the perfect medium for the girlies who are OCD.
That don't want to like freehand.
Freehand, because once you master this skill set, perfection is in your world forever because the template is already there for you.
And you can really do anything, like no limits.
No limits.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so this one's a little blurry. I just wanted to include it because, I mean, they're amazing. Unfortunately, the picture itself is blurry.
I love the clouds.
But see, yeah, I was going to say like the clouds.
I can do that for you.
And then when we were looking at the Kobe one in the back of my head, I was like, oh, we got to do Angel's number is number 5.
I can do that.
I want to put a number 5.
5, yeah. Oh my God, wait,
logo,
I have an idea.
Skytown.
I have an idea. The logo is like shining in between the clouds, like an actual sunset or sunrise or something.
That's amazing. I love that.
Playing on the sky theme too. Here.
I love it.
I love that.
Yeah, I wish this pic was clearer, but you can tell that these are baddie nails.
No, very baddie. Also, the flowers, are they part of Sky?
No.
Do they have a story?
No.
Okay, I love the flowers.
I think that was just like the nail tech. Whoever did it was like, we'll do a little something different, which I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because it's just nails. It's nails at the end of the day, so you can do whatever.
I will say.
Also, I just realized the little basketballs in the sky.
See, okay.
That's cute.
Nail techs, no. Like, we just are on the same wavelength. I will say that for me, I like playing with the pinky a lot in terms of having like a different design on it or something. Yeah. Or the pinky always gets forgotten, I feel like.
Because it's so small.
And it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Should be full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, from my perspective of not a lot of knowledge of nails, I just think it's so hard because the pinky nail is so small. I guess for like women more so, like my pinky nails are pretty small, so my mindset is like, can't do it, too small. But you're just like, it's a challenge, like let's.
I actually really like working on smaller nails.
Because of the challenge, or because like.
I think because of the challenge, and I have small nails, I think myself, for being like a nail tech. I think that, people tend to have them a lot longer. I just love the concept of doing the smallest little detail on a nail. Like, that is the thing that makes me, as an artist, like, geek out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm seeing the shadow. And it's like a little line, but it makes a huge difference. And like, that's my cup of tea all day.
So these ones are I would say a little more simple.
Atlanta?
So ATL, the Atlanta Dream.
Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of straight to the point, but I do like, that they say ATL and then they're the colors of the team.
I also do appreciate, I like this style because you could only have that on one hand and the other hand could just be red.
Yes.
And I actually appreciate that.
I love that. Well, I guess I really love an asymmetrical situation with nails. Something I'm figuring out as we've been chatting.
I like it too. I don't think it always has to be mega cohesive, which actually that used to be something that I used to be a firm believer on.
That it has to be cohesive.
Oh yeah, like one nail had to match the other on the other hand. Now I don't believe it.
Like what triggered the switch?
I think it limits you with finding other sources of inspiration. Like on this hand, if I would have stayed the same as to this one, I would have never done the jersey.
Right.
I would have never done like a little sketchbook play on the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I want something that looks kind of sketchbooky and kind of like graffiti-like. What can I do that like represents that? The year that...
97.
Yeah.
The New York Liberty were one of the original, I think 5 or 6 teams when the WNBA first launched. There was only like 6 teams or something. I'll have to double check that number. But it was a very small amount. And New York Liberty is one of the original teams. So a lot of history there too.
There you go.
All right, so the next 2 are kind of similar to the Atlanta one, where it's really the colors of the team, and then this is the Storm. So this is Seattle Storm now.
Okay.
Seattle. I like this picture specifically because I do like how they incorporated the WNBA in the clothing. But yeah, just a fun way, just showing different styles of how you can support whatever team is your favorite. So
yeah, exactly. You don't always have to do... So the previous look, they did a full red nail base.
Yes.
They did a little... We call it Skittles.
Or alternating.
So when you alternate a color, it's called a Skittle Mani.
Okay.
So she did a Skittle Mani with the logo in the index finger, which I love.
I love that. See, I didn't know that. Is that an industry term? Skittle?
Yeah, Skittle. A Skittle Mani means that there's a different color on each. So this is another interpretation of a Skittle Mani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got the Las Vegas Aces here, alternating Skittles, alternating colors, and then we've got just their logo. Yeah.
Very nice execution on the logo.
Yeah, I would say, like, even though, again, this compared to some of the nails we're going to be looking at, or even the set you did for me, it's on the simple side.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes simple is good. Sometimes you want to go simple, right?
You want to get to the point. And sometimes it's also another thing to take into account is the price range of how much you're willing to pay.
That's true.
So there are nail techs. It does require a lot of time and materials to invest in a very elaborate look or set.
I'm excited for when we get to Shikari because her nails are crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, that's probably a minimum of $200 set.
Yeah, minimum. Probably, yeah. More. Yeah.
And I mean, people who are not into the nail world, they might think that that's crazy, but it's kind of like you're paying for art.
Yeah. You're paying for art, and I think, it's worth the investment. But of course, you have to have the need for it.
Yeah.
Some people are just like, I don't care.
Right.
But yeah, no, it takes a lot of time, a lot of detail, a lot of materials, like you said. So expect to drop some money.
For a good set?
For a good set, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I love this. This is amazing. I love the polka dots. I love the basket.
I like the use of negative space, right? Because technically it's like she didn't cover the full nail. That makes that unique. I don't think I've really seen that.
I do. So, I appreciate what the...
This to me is like...
the natural bed is used
this
for
is like
the design.
art. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the person who designed these or did it was the nail tech, like really thought through the space. Like
100%.
The canvas of the nail.
And she did not use a stamper for this. No, that was freestyle for sure.
That looks like it was painted. Yeah. Yeah, and I just love how each nail is different, as we were just talking about. We're really into that right now.
Also, I don't know if they did this intentionally, but they really went all out, even with the background.
Oh my God, I was just the shoes and the orange. And even like whatever the carpet is going on.
It's blending with the black
hair. The photography. And then even like the sweater popping through. Maybe we should do something like that. We took so many photos earlier.
We literally spent an hour and a half doing content.
Yeah, we were
which was fun. I loved it.
It was fun. I have never spent that much time on promo, but I will say,
wait, that makes me sound so diva.
No, not diva at all. Like I had just as much fun. Like we were on the same page. I think it was just I hadn't worked with anyone yet that was like as into content as I was. Like we were just matching energies. I think sometimes when it comes to promo, it's like they just want to do it and kind of get it done with.
Yeah, so, and then after we were done with one idea, we were like, wait, actually, what if we do this too? It's like, oh wait,
the ideas were flowing.
Yeah, we couldn't stop.
Yeah, our content brains were on at the same time. So I think that was fine. I had a lot of fun. And also, obviously if one of us had a hard stop, we would have.
Well, 100%.
Okay.
Obsessed. Obsessed. I love it. I love the ombre effect that they are like doing because they are like blending in some colors here. Although you can't really tell, it is blended a little bit.
Go crazy. Like I feel like we could spend 2 hours just talking about this set.
Yes.
We don't have 2 hours, but we'll do a quick version of it. This is also relates back to Angel. So Angel went to LSU in college. And her number was 10 in college. So these are specifically like Angel when she was in college, like an homage to Angel.
Which is the women's league in college. Does that have a special term?
It's just NCAA Women's Division I college basketball, which actually just sounded so long.
That does not have a ring. You lost me.
Someone who doesn't know the industry, I'm like, oh yeah, NCAA Division I.
You know what I saw? I saw like a bunch of letters just after that.
Because the alliteration, I was like, there's no really just women's college basketball.
Okay. Do you think that's gonna have like its one day? Obviously, we hope that it will have its day of like being just as mainstream. Because I feel like college sports now in general are way more mainstream than before. I do know that much.
Some people do prefer college over professional sports. Yeah.
So maybe let's just wait for that day because that's going to be even more iconic.
Yeah. Yeah. That you made me think too of how just very recently, like just last year, the women's college championship had more viewers than the men's for the first time ever.
Really?
So more people tuned in to watch the women's. And a lot of it was because of, well, actually, Angel wasn't in it last year. But the year prior, when Angel and Caitlin were in the league and they were building so much attention and traction, that kind of carried over into last year when the women's championship,
I love good stats like that. Those are the stats that I like to hear.
Yeah, those are the little pocket things I have in my head. And I'm like, this is why I need a podcast. So I can be sharing all of this, like, tons of information I have just stored in my head. Share the wealth. Yeah. Okay. So that was basketball related. So now we're going to get into
a moment in history. While doing my research, I didn't know that she got inspired by FloJo. So she was like I think a sprinter in like the 80s.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
I was about to say that sounds familiar, but it's not ringing a bell right now.
She was known during the 80s for having these long nails. Now I will say with FloJo, she had natural nails.
Okay.
So they had that natural curve. Eventually, as your nail gets longer, it just has a natural curve to it.
I've seen pictures of that.
So she had these long red, and listen, Bythepolish, like our signature is red.
Okay.
I love a good red nail. And I like, she had me gagged. I was like, oh my God, FloJo, you're an icon. So I
do real nails like that. I mean, no one really does that.
Exactly. So I really appreciate that she also referenced someone that in her field also made history, and she's just carrying the baton.
I love that you did that research because I did not even know that myself.
It's in my notebook.
So amazing. I love it. See, this is like such Virgo energy I'm getting. Like this is something a Virgo would do. Just the ultimate preparation.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're looking at Sha'Carri Richardson right now, which we know is very famous for her athleticism. Track. However, she also does have a lot of popularity with her crazy nails. Like she goes all in, and they're so intricate and so interesting.
Fun fact, she actually, these are press-ons. So what we did with you is what she wears. I'm sure maybe if she has like a special occasion, she'll do the full mani. But I love, in an interview, she said that she literally sometimes just customizes them and like pops one off and then adds another one. So like she really
plays around with it.
Yes. Yeah. And for her, it's about personal expression. So again, the theme I think that we've mentioned throughout this entire podcast is that your 10 nails are canvases. And I think that she is one of those athletes and individuals in general who really embodies that. Yeah. And I appreciate that fully. Now, the full-on, it's not really coffin. It's like a long peak stiletto. I mean, the woman is really committing. I don't know how she does it because those are really hard to maneuver with. Like, I did a look like this for a fashion show that I had, and the model could not even put her shirt on. So, like, for her to do a full sprint, is that what the term?
A sprint, yeah.
Is insane because you're just thinking of speed, like it could be stuck in her hair or something stuck in her shirt, but she is just so good at her craft, or not craft, her athleticism that this is nothing for her.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting topic since we are tying in intricate nails with athletes. It's not something you would typically expect the two worlds to collide because, well, one, there's just a practicality aspect you were just touching on of like, especially when it comes to basketball. I can see running. Running is a little bit different because it's really like, okay, your arms are straight, your fingers are straight, although I think sometimes I would close my fists. It just depends. But you would think like it's not practical. Like it would hinder you more than help you.
Right.
And so some people will argue that it's like, oh, like, why do you need to do that? Like, people have kind of like a negative mindset about it. It's particularly with basketball, too. People will be like, well, why are you playing with long nails? Like, their argument could be, isn't it dangerous? Or doesn't it like slow you down or like mess up your shot or something? And so I think that is an interesting topic of debate of like, should athletes, I mean, I obviously think they should do whatever they want.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. And
if you can play with them, if you can make it work.
Right. If you can make it work, it works for you.
The type of athlete that you are. I'm sorry if a nail is coming in between you doing a shot. I was gonna say a goal.
A goal.
Then are you really WNBA, NBA worthy? That's just a question.
If you can't play nails, no.
That's just a philosophical question for y'all to think about. But I mean, it clearly shows for her that it's now weighing her down, because that's what I thought.
I mean, because
think about the weight. Have you ever
fastest woman in the world at one point? I don't know if she still holds the record. I have to look it up. But at one point, she might still hold the record. Fastest woman in the world, and she's doing it in those nails.
Because these are heavy.
Right. That's also like,
I've done a set like this for a client, and when she left, she was like, "Oh, like
you can feel the difference."
Feel it. So, I mean, I'm just thinking about swimmers. They shave their entire body to like be
swimming.
A millisecond.
Swimmers probably couldn't. Yeah. Soccer players probably could, as long as you're not the goalie. I can see it, maybe the goalie, because it's like if the ball hits it, that could be a problem.
That's how I broke my pinky.
They also do wear gloves.
Yeah.
But I think even with gloves, like nails, even my length.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
See, that's where it's like, okay, yeah. That would
be. See how like it's crooked?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't. Yeah, that actually would terrify me. Mm-hmm. I would not recommend a goalie, but they could still have a wonderful short manicure.
Short, yeah.
So
exactly.
There's the world is your oyster.
And goalies. In the WNBA, I looked it up. There's no official rule on nail length. I think some people have tried to bring up that conversation just because, like, oh, like if you're defending someone, you could scratch them. But there's no like official rule in the WNBA that says you can't have long nails.
There you go.
So they obviously have never found it to be like dangerous or anything. Otherwise, they would have addressed it or made a rule.
I will say, would this be my first option though for a basketball player?
Right.
A little.
There's certain limits.
Very, very pointy.
There's certain
so
limits.
So of course no, but
for a runner,
icon.
Icon. I love it. Let's touch base quickly on the Cheryl swoops, because there's a couple of stories with Cheryl swoops. I know you found one that I want you to touch on.
Yes.
But since we were talking about basketball nails earlier, just go back really quick. Cheryl Swoops was known during her time when she was playing. She's an older player, so she was around when the league first launched.
The first woman to have a WNBA contract.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You slayed your research. I love this. That's amazing. But yeah, so she used to, during games, she would paint her nails the color of the opponent that she was playing. And she would do that every game. And I think that is such an interesting superstition. I would say almost a superstition. I don't know if she thought of it as a superstition or not, but I just love that she did that.
So I listened to one of her interviews, and she said that it was kind of like, honestly, this is like going into like Freud world or like
psychological.
Yeah. Because she was like, how incredible would it be? She's like, the reason why I started doing it was like how incredible would it be to be in someone's like home turf or house and then have their colors, but I win the game.
Yeah.
And I said,
it's like a pettiness to it. Yes. A pettiness, a competitiveness to it.
But that also comes to show that for her, it was a not maybe political statement. It was a statement. That's a bold statement. Mm-hmm. To be like,
I'm going to wear your team colors and I'm going to score 30 points on you or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. But at the same time, okay, before I listened to that interview, I thought that it was just to show respect, which is kind of funny now thinking about it.
It's so sweet. It's so like innocent and sweet. But like Cheryl is very
competitive,
intense.
Yeah.
She's
intense. Like, oh my gosh, she wants to honor the other teammate, and it's like, no, how cool would it be if I win at their home game? I'm like, damn, which I loved even more. But
yeah, exactly.
I appreciate that she took the thought process. I mean, as an athlete, it just comes to show that it's not purely just physical. it's also mental. Like there's people that wear a certain, I'm sure, bracelet or whatever because it brings them good luck. Like maybe for her, that was a ritual for her. That was a mental ritual to get her in the game of, I'm going to beat this team.
Yeah. It turned into a routine eventually. And like, I think probably a superstitious thing eventually.
The nails were a reminder for her every time that she had the ball in her hands of, I better make it in.
I like that too because it's like with basketball, when you're touching the ball, it's very close to your hands. It's close to your nails.
Exactly.
So yeah, you said it's a very, very close proximity to your nails.
Yeah. So that is beyond legendary in my book, honestly.
Yeah, and she's a very, very iconic player.
Is she the only one that does that? I don't think anybody else did that.
I don't know about anyone else doing that either. I feel like it's a very unique thing to Cheryl. And if someone else did it, it would have to be inspired by her anyways.
100%. They have to give her credit. Yeah.
So I think that was a very, very unique, it just kind of shows the kind of unique competitor she was. Because you really do have to sit down and think about that and then to go through with it too. It's like she was scheming. She was scheming. Which we love because it's like she was just passionate.
At the
passionate competitor.
Do they shake hands at the end or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Imagine holding that hand.
Especially after
that's
a
power.
win.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's amazing. And then you found out the story about the shoe loop situation. Was that where did it just
Yes.
Yeah.
So she had a collaboration with Nike. And
Cheryl Swoop shoes. Yeah.
Yes. And they have, but I don't know what the proper term for it. The loop.
Yeah, like a shoe loop. Yeah. I can add in a picture of it to show. But yeah, just a little like cloth loop or whatever material that you would have. It's not on every shoe, but on some shoes.
She, I believe, was the first. Don't quote me necessarily on this type of shoe, but I remember it's being said that it was the first basketball shoe.
First basketball shoe. Okay.
With the loop on.
That makes sense.
To take into account her nails.
I love that. That's amazing.
I was telling Amanda earlier, I'm like, I love that fun fact because it just comes to show that when you bring women into a sector that has been dominated by men, it solves a lot of problems for our day-to-day activities.
And we have different problems, different needs than the men.
Exactly. Yeah. And this was one of them.
Yeah.
We want to hold the shoe while taking care of our manicure. So I appreciate that.
It's like practical too. And it's like a small design that's like, because she likes to get her nails done, that it just makes it easier for her to put her shoes on and off.
Exactly.
And it's like not something that you would think about from like if it was all men in the room. Exactly. Right? Like you would need the woman in the room to be like, let's add this because of this and that.
Is this from the Olympics?
Yeah. So I feel like this past Olympics, Sha'Carri and then Noah Lyles, who's also a runner, they made big waves with their nails.
100% with his iconic nail set. Or icon. Does it say icon or iconic?
I think it was icon.
Because he has a tattoo, right? That says icon.
Oh, I don't even know that.
I think it was.
Yeah. I love it.
Am I a sports
But also,
girl
like,
now?
I will say, like, I don't follow track and field unless it's the Olympics too much.
Okay,
so
but I relate to that because like that's me with sports in general.
Right, like Super Bowl, Olympics, like the big ones.
That's my.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of people too. So,
and it makes it fun. People who are not into sports, they can pretend to be for like a day or two or a month in August.
Yeah, and you're looking at like the best athletes around the world,
exactly,
and that's a different kind of approach versus just like within your country.
Exactly. I love.
So these are insane.
Literally, like, this is a type of look that I would do.
I'm just like gagged at this pinky nail. Like
I can do that for you.
I would not be able to do anything, girl.
For Halloween.
Oh, for Halloween.
Like, I'm like a sports player. I'm a track player, or like, you're just embodying the essence, not necessarily being her.
Yeah, but these are crazy. But like, oh my God, they just go. I want to know how much these weigh, because now that you brought that up, because I didn't even think about that. The longer your nails are and the more stuff you have on them, like those become weighted.
That definitely weighs. I mean, I'm not going to say a pound, but that definitely weighs.
Close, half a pound or something. Yeah. And then like you incorporating the Olympic logo, and then she has her iconic quote, "I'm not back, I'm better." I also like that she incorporated that very personal quote that she very famously said to a camera, and it went viral. So
I'm not back, I'm better. I love that.
Yeah. No, she's amazing. Yeah. I mean, there's only like so many things I could say
I'm, like,
other
speechless.
than just like exactly.
Because it doesn't need anything else.
Yeah.
She's not back, she's better is really all we could say about that.
I love how like on like limitless creativity. Like so many people would like not take it this far.
No.
Or like not to say like she took it too far, but like just it's so unique. So now we've got another set from Shikari, and then we've also got Noah, a pair from Noah. So I think, yeah, they're showing them side by side. Obviously, Noah's is a lot more simple.
Yes, yes. But it has the stars. I can see that this star, they did like a 3D effect on it or of some kind. Or I mean, it has it has 3 different types of colors in there.
Exactly. And it looks like a lightning bolt. I think that's a cross. And then again, like the stars from the American flag.
Yeah. I love it.
And then her set again, like, woo.
Another thing that I really like about her sets is that she doesn't stick to the same form in each nail.
Right, like some are pointy, some are not.
It's something that I want to also incorporate more in my craft.
It makes it more eccentric, I think.
Sometimes a design looks better just based on what it is in concept with a square tip at the end. Sometimes, though, the design will look better if it's pointy. But what if you want both designs? Heck, the world is your oyster. Put them in one set.
So this is Noah Lyle. So now we're getting into the men.
Yes.
There aren't many, but there are a few who have made headlines. So Noah Lyles is definitely at the top. And yeah, also a USA track runner. Fastest man in the world, I think, right now. I don't know how, I think it's once a year, right? It's just at the Olympics and then whoever holds the reigning champion. I don't know. Obviously, right. I need to do more research into track and field. I'm a hooper girl, so we're a little bit out of my range.
I'm like, I love how you asked me too. I'm like you really thought it would be in my notes.
We're just gonna say he's the fastest man in the world right now.
Yes.
And then I can always, I can put a little blurb if it's not true.
And if he's not the fastest man, he's one of them.
Exactly.
So, there you go.
Exactly, but yeah, his icon nails went viral, and as you mentioned, he also has a tattoo. So that's a very, very fun way for him to express himself and to just be like, hey, I'm the best.
Yeah. Also, imagine holding your Olympic medal and it says icon right next to it.
Right, like
hello.
The picture. Right, the little details for the marketing. For the marketing. There we go.
Okay, maybe this is also a great turn of perspective for folks who are anti-males, in particular like
men's sports fans,
male athletes. It is part of marketing. If you think of it as a business, the statement that you're putting on your nails, how well it goes with the outfit, it's part of your image. So it goes beyond, oh, he's just being a little fruity,
right.
which is the statement that when I was doing my research, I was actually really surprised. I think I sent you that video on YouTube of there was a viewer who was very opinionated about men in basketball painting their nails, and I was just like, I am just appalled that this still exists, this mentality, because it really is part of setting yourself apart. And if you're an athlete, you have a type of personality that you should be eager to express. And I think that leveraging your nails is such a great outlet for that.
Yeah, and I will say the men that have always made headlines, which then you would argue there's no such thing as bad publicity.
There you go.
And so all of them have gotten more articles written about them. Their names are mentioned more on social media because they did it. And even though some of the comments were negative, I think their PR team would argue that they got the attention, whether it be good or bad.
Good or bad.
So I think that ties back into the marketing, particularly obviously for the men that wear, because it's a little bit more shocking to some people, obviously.
Right.
Okay, so now we've got Jared McCain.
He's my favorite because
he's
this
classic
man,
Gen Zer.
This man has a collaboration with Sally Hansen.
Who's that? I don't know.
Sally Hansen, the nail polish brand.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even know that there.
He released 5 different colors. He released a pink.
I did hear that he got
gold,
some kind of
a blue, in a white, he called it net white. And I was like, you're so cute.
Basketball.
Right?
Basketball.
He's so cute. The collection, I love a good pun. It was called MVP, Most Valuable Polish.
Oh my God.
Guys.
I love that.
I fell in love with him right then and there.
And he goes viral a lot for his dancing videos, his TikTok dancing videos. So he does a lot of TikTok dancing videos. He's very adorable. He's also a very talented player too. So he is, I think it would be his second or third year in the league. So he's still new. Like he was in college a couple of years ago, but he is very talented. So he makes headlines for his nail polish and his dancing, but he also backs it up with his play.
Okay, with his talent. Yeah. We love that.
But he is a hooper.
I will say, as a nail polish lover, he has a fan right here and there. And then he actually did a great little video with Sally Hansen where he's mixing the colors and stuff. He chose those colors that that are part of the collection. Like he mixed them and everything.
Like he was involved with the sponsorship. Yes. It wasn't just like, okay, we're going to use your face, but we're going to do everything behind the scenes.
And he looks like he's having so much fun. And you could tell that
that's what's important.
Nail polish for him, though,
means something.
It means something.
Yeah.
And those are the types of collaborations that are genius. I love when a brand can support a player like this.
Yeah, like even this picture, like he's very proud to show off his nails. He's like, look, they match my outfit. He did like an all black fit. And he just like unapologetic and like happy to express himself. And I think that shows in his dancing videos too. Like he does not care who sees this or who has anything to say about it. Yeah, he's currently on the Sixers.
Okay.
The Sixers, yeah. Philadelphia, Philly.
Best of luck to you. We love it. I mean, he looks so happy there with his smile too, just like showing off his nails.
He does. This is another photo of him. So yeah, so the Philadelphia jersey and then the alternating.
With the Skittle Manny.
The Skittle Manny.
Yes.
And holding the ball, just like we were talking about. So
and his
I
cuticles
love this
look
picture.
Great and moisturized. Yeah, that's a great photo.
Yeah.
We love that.
I think another player, I don't have any pictures of him, but Jalen Green, we talked about. Jalen Green is on the Houston Rockets. Yes, we went through the NBA players. So Caleb plays for the Chicago Bears, NFL, football. Yeah, we're based in Chicago. Yeah, he's a quarterback. He was the #1 draft pick from the Bears. It's a big deal.
Okay.
One, the Bears have struggled with quarterbacks for a while, and then to have the #1 draft pick is a big deal always.
Okay, well, we appreciate Caleb.
But yeah, so Caleb Williams of the Chicago Bears, he's the quarterback. I remember this marketing campaign came out last year. So this was like the Bears were involved in this, and they released this image of him like on the official Chicago Bears page.
Sick.
And they had the iconic slogan, "Bear Down" for the Bears, and they spelled it out on each nail. He was known for painting his nails actually when he was in college.
Okay.
So he had been doing it for a little while, and then he continued it into the NFL. So I think that's just really, really cool.
Well, we have to thank his mom for being a nail tech. I think that...
I love that you found that piece of information.
I thought that was the best
so
fun
cool.
fact.
Yeah.
Because it just really comes to show that for him it is very personal.
Something.
Very personal.
Okay, so now we're going to transition into your brand that we already mentioned, Bythepolish. Can you walk us through, what is the brand and what motivated you to start it?
So I was halfway through my master's program and I was dying. I was literally like, can I do this? In that moment of like, I really want to quit. This is really hard.
Yeah.
But you know that you can't. Like, I'm not a quitter. So I'm like, okay, what is something that's going to revive me? What is something that really makes me happy? That could be my light in this really hard time. It sounds like I was miserable.
No,
I was just
like that. I like that a lot.
Trying to find something to motivate
Something to
me.
hold on to, yeah.
And I'm like, well, nails. You've always loved nails. I mean, kid you not, there's people that follow me that from middle school, they're like, oh my God, you're still doing nails? That's crazy. I remember that you were always obsessed like with that concept. So I'm so happy that you're continuing to do this. So yeah, I really have my master's program to blame for starting my blog. So it started off as, the name Bythepolish came to be because I wanted a blog that would review nail polishes, the quality, how pigmented they are,
the details.
Exactly. How good are their brushes? Does the formula last a long time on your nail? So it was kind of a play on buy the polish that I'm recommending to you. But I like a good pun, and I was like, okay, I like buy the polish. Like,
I think it flows very well too.
Thank you.
It's a really good name. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So yeah, I started swatching colors. Then COVID started. And during COVID, the nail polish community blew up, and I would have brands send me collections that I would review, and then.
So this is a blog on the internet. So you're writing like articles. With
I viewed my Instagram account as my blog.
Okay.
It was Instagram, like my new take on a blog.
I'm like, I went to like, I don't know, early 2000s blog. When you say blog.
But I wanted it to start that way. But I then
like a newsletter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was doing my research of like how to start by the polish. But then I noticed that there was a huge community on Instagram. And I was like, okay.
Just transition over there?
I'll transition over there. So that's how it came to be. I then moved here to Chicago, and the blog had to be halted. But I think everything happens for a reason, because when I came back to buy the polish, I came to it with a business mentality. And now buy the polish is not what it once was.
Right. Before it was like a fun, creative escape. And now it's like, this is a business. This is my business, my brand.
Exactly. And now I really focus on press-on sets. So one of the issues that I was noticing with my clients was that they wanted something that was temporary, but with that high quality feel. And I thought that press-ons were that perfect in between.
Yeah.
Where a client might be in need of a nail set to go to a gala, but the next morning they are going to their job that might not allow them to have an extravagant nail look or whatever. So that's how I really started focusing this year in particularly, like with the press-on sets.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot about press-on sets just from having you here, because I thought you could only do glue and that you're stuck with it for a certain amount of time, and then the process to remove it is long. So sometimes too, it's just like time and energy.
Yes.
And I think, like you said, still being able to have the intricate details, but being able to do it quickly is like chef's kiss.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you saw the prep. It didn't take more than 10 minutes.
Right.
To do, and that's because we were talking in between.
Right. You probably could have even gone faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Okay, so I obviously did some research on your website, which is really good. You can check it out, bythepolish.com, right?
Thank you, yes.
There was a couple of things on there that really stood out to me. You talked about how you like creating sensory designs that leave a lasting impression. And then you also say that you like to paint nails that tell a story without saying a word. So we kind of dive into both of those statements, what they mean to you.
Yeah. I think that it's amazing when you can add texture to a nail, right? And you feel it, that sensory touch. So being very literal. But I also like to play with a lot of unconventional materials in my nail art. So there was a fashion show in which I literally wrapped an entire nail, a very lengthy, vampy nail, with pure velvet. Which has not been done. I've literally scouted the internet, and like no one
all the way through the dark web.
Yeah, and no one has ever done that, where it's like the full-on nail is wrapped on velvet. First of all, it's a really hard material to glue on to a nail bed, and then even wrapping the backing of it, unheard of. So you, by just looking at it, the theme of this fashion show was vintage cinema. So I really got an inspiration from the velvet seats that you would get at an old cinema that I grew up with. I really miss those old seats, actually. So I was creating a statement of the theme itself, but I wasn't being literal. But if you actually felt the nail, you could feel the velvet and the actual essence of the seat that I was trying to capture. So that's what I mean. Like with my nail art, I really try to create something that you've never seen before.
Yeah, and it's so like the nostalgia too that you tied in with like the velvet seats of a movie theater. Like no one's thinking nails, so I think just intersecting anything with nails is really cool and exciting.
Yeah. So and I want you to think about that when you go home of like, damn, that was a weird nail that was like I felt velvet on it. And, like it's not practical, but it looked really cool. And I want my audience to be fascinated by that.
Kind of ties into too how like by just having your nails done, you're telling a story depending on, you know, whether it's super personal. Like if I was somewhere and someone was like, oh, I really like your nails, they'd be able to tell that like, oh, I'm into sports.
Exactly.
I like sports, like particularly the WNBA, and it just really shows a personal part of my story. So I feel like
without you saying really cool. a word.
Exactly. And then when we do speak, it's like, oh, we have something to talk about, a conversation.
It's like a catalyst to conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. But initially it's like someone just sees them and then it just, you know, in their brain, they're like, oh, what is that?
Exactly.
You know? Last question related to your brand. Are there any like big challenges that really stood out to you, either when you first started or even maybe now as you're a little bit more established, and any like helpful tips for how you get through it? And then also rewards. I think we've touched on a lot of the good things, but maybe there's any like specific moments that stand out to you that felt really rewarding.
Yeah.
I know you recently just were part of a show, so that's really exciting.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I am the nail service sponsor for a production company here in Chicago called Productions, founded by Maxine. Shout out to Maxine. And the thing that's been the most challenging through navigating scaling up my business, through the photo shoots that I support or fashion shows or a personal client, is finding that divide between me as an artist and me as a businesswoman.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me. Sometimes I lean a little bit too much on the nail artist, where I'm not really taking into account the logistics or how cost effective something can be in terms of,
I just want to be creative and do it.
Exactly.
But then you're like, oh, that's expensive.
Exactly. But my artist self does not care about that. But my business side is like, okay, well, wait, hey, we actually need to run like our books and see if that can actually make you money, right? So that has been very challenging, but it has been very rewarding to know that I have room to grow. I think something that I am learning as I go and building my business is that I don't need to have all the answers right now. Maybe me being a full-on artist right now is captivating my audience, gaining traction by the art that I'm putting out there. And eventually,
the money will come.
The money will come and I'll be able to understand the business sides of things better. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. Yeah. I like that you use that because I feel like a lot of people, right, have a business that doesn't automatically make you good at running a business.
Exactly.
And I'm sure you've probably had similar experiences where the business side of things with people is terrible.
Yeah.
Like it's so bad. Like you can tell like they don't know much about business. They don't know how to run a business, but they're running one.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think making sure that you do know the business side of things and that you really do have to be able to be good at the marketing side. Obviously, like if you're just doing it as like a side thing, like whatever, but if you're actually like you're trying to make it your full-time gig or like you're actually, you know, trying to build a business off of it, you really do have to learn the business side. And it's not fun, it's not glamorous.
No.
It can be very just mundane.
Exactly. Like doing my monthly expense or like I hate thinking that I have to do that. Like every time I see it on my to-do list, I'm like, ugh, here we go. But it's a very important thing. And now instead of viewing those things, I'm trying to readjust my thought process of like, no, this is going to help you. The reason why you don't like it is because you're not good at it. But I want you to be good at it, so we're going to do it. And we're going to learn how to make this faster or how to... Even my like sales pitch.
Kind of like gaslight yourself into
a little
being
bit,
like,
literally.
We're gonna get this done. You're gonna get good at it.
Part of my process. So when I do scale up, one day I want to have. My goal is to have my own nail polish line. To scale the quantity of the set to like 100 sets, right? So I need to have a
people
big
can
team.
buy them online.
Exactly.
People can come in and purchase it.
And maybe I don't have the skills right now to run a business like that, but by the time that I get there, I will.
I always like to end with my closer question. What is a healing practice, mindset present in your life right now?
So a continuous healing practice for me is journaling. I always have my little journal with me wherever I go. I think it's just so great to write things out. I recently was listening to a podcast of like how you can be a better journaler, and someone said to recognize when your font, like how you write, because if you're really upset, you can maybe be like
angry writing.
If you're really calm. And I started like going back and seeing how my emotion was playing out. And just, I think taking that, I think I'm trying to be more self-aware of things that tell me signs of how I'm feeling, but I'm not digesting in the moment. Like I never really thought about deciphering my handwriting, but here I am like trying to just get a better understanding of who I am. And I'm like, oh well, I was calm in this journal entry, and then the next page I'm like crying.
Must have uncovered something.
literally. All that to say that I'm trying to be more mindful of the cues that my body is telling me.
Okay.
Even for why am I sweating so much right now? Like, is it really because I'm nervous? Is it really hot, or am I putting a lot of pressure?
Right in your face?
Right. But stuff like that I would normally just not even think about. But I think that our body aligns very much so with what
it tells us more than we realize, and being in tune. And I think that ties into just being more present, because I think you have to be present. And we're really in a go world, and like being like mindfulness is not pushed on us at all. So I think like listening to your body, like if you're tired, your body has ways of telling you to like slow down or like go to bed or eat.
Exactly.
So I like that. That. Journaling, I also love how you were like, how do I journal better? As if like journaling, like how you journal is not enough. You're like, I need to be better. And then you actually looked up ways to journal better. I think that's hilarious.
Another thing that I know you just said one healing practice, but
go for it.
Another thing is,
I love it.
I've been trying to, whenever I'm having a really tough moment, I try to envision a younger Alex and be like, okay, I need you to be gentle. Like, talk to me, like literally my mental state, like talk to me as if you were 5-year-old Alex. Because would you be talking to her that way? No. You can be your biggest enemy, critic.
It can be really easy to be hard on yourself and not think twice about the damage.
Exactly. That is damage. Why wouldn't you only have you? And if you love you, why are you telling yourself
you're
those
stuck
things?
with yourself, so like might as well be kind.
Now, in my mind, I'm always telling myself, well, it's because we want you to be better. Okay, you're gaslighting yourself. Like, because I do tell myself that. It's like, well, I put a lot of pressure on you because I know that you can do better. But that all those pressures can be counterproductive to a certain point.
It's about balance, right? Like
Exactly.
you want to challenge yourself to make sure you're moving forward, but also like leaving space to rest and enjoy moments.
Yes.
So I think that's a big struggle for me as well. It's just, that constant going back and forth between challenging myself and then giving myself grace. And then just like doing that over and over again.
It's a dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that was a good one. I like that one too.
Thanks.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Hoops and Healing. And whatever you're working on right now, you got this. Thank you. I love you. And see you next time.